focuses to send all kinds of messages back in the day.
All over the world, too. Anytime they want it. Yeah, I don't know if I'd like that. I wouldn't want my Aunt Alga knowing she could just talk to me every second of the day. My ears would pop off. There she is.
Maniacs, lava.
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
I found out who's running the Sons of Prometheus. Oh
no. Remember how she was one of them? First female tinker in the... But when her family got killed in the Red River, I thought she was dead, though. Taken out by one...
Well, she's not. And she wants revenge. We have to find out where she's operating from, and stop her.
I haven't had any luck finding, so I'll be scouting out Barren Light next.
I'll keep tracking her lackeys.
We'll find her. We have to.
Have you spoken with...
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy... She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
You look tired.
Ha! I've just been making sure that I got everything. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend. I should get going.
As soon as you want us...
I'll give you the heads up.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
Did Alva make it here all right?
Our new Quen friend. The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Sounds about right. Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to...
The seeds have been planted. What? I thought...
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
I should go get this to...
Of course.
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alva. Read anything interesting?
I found out the old ones used leaf infusions, like the... Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
I need to get going.
Right. That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon.
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
You mentioned the reason you came here was...
Her name is Alika. When I passed the divination exams, it brought honor to our family. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
Sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners, well, fearful that last time I was allowed to see my family was just because of my position. I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll...
I promise I'll do my best. The ancestors is...
Yes and no. The ancestors are those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, worked extensively under one of the ancestors. That's how we thought of Sobek. Until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes.
Right. He was an Imperial. As such, he sponsored many diviners to search the legacy for anything tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Farrow, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Farrow, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the diviners discovered that Farrow spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Farrow, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse, but nothing improved the CO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door, and more convinced that the title of CO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principled diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than Sio?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right. Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to Diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the Overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the Diviners haven't recovered.
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover, with this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how Diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the Overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find...
A Diviner has never had this sort of and knowing you, I suspect there is... But I was sent here to help you. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back.
I imagine you don't know anyone...
It's funny, because one of your... Not that you are the same person. I mean, you are, as in, you're both... But even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been...
Oh, yeah. And they share the... It's refreshing. Back home, Diviners can only share data with the permit...
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
I need to get going.
All I need is to help. The plan Gaia told me about, it will help set things...
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
The coming battle won't be easy. Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain, but it's hard to imagine her surviving.
Trust me.
I will take your word.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about...
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
That about sums it up. I have to...
Then do not...
This must be from the coal route. Between the Rockbreaker and the Slitherfang, Regala really wrecked the arena. And I have a feeling she won't stop trying until Hikaru's dead.
Try to be optimistic. Try to be realistic.
Well, now I know where metal flowers come from. A last-ditch effort to stop the Pharaoh plague. Demeter must have started distributing them after it took refuge. Must have left this for me on her way back east. I wish she could have stayed. But I know Meridian and the Lodge need her. Is this a piece from the bulwark? Katalo must have brought this with him as a trophy. I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Dakota in his place. One of Studious Fuadis's many scrolls. It was a pain getting him to Barren Light. Still, he didn't deserve to be run down by Regala's riders.
Is your focus acting up again?
It's fine.
I can take a look if you want.
Nah, usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb. So the old ones painted their faces.
There's Gwen stuff in here now. Must be all of us.
That it does.
My blade is ready.
You wanted to talk about...
Indeed. It's time to...
Okay.
Not how. Where. Right where the river bends.
Sure, if you want, but...
You'll see when we get there.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks.
Like I said...
May the 10...
Welcome back.
There. Let's see what we got.
Choice.
Is it me, or did the old ones just look fun?
You look geared up for battle. Always a smart choice.
I think this is where Kotallo wanted to test out his new arm. Even though he didn't say how exactly. I should let him know I'm around and find out. Hey, Kotallo. I'm by the Tremor Tusk site, where we agreed to meet. Want to test that new arm of yours?
I'll be there shortly. Thank you for waiting.
Maybe now you can tell me what we're doing here?
Not just yet. Follow me, please.
Someone's being awfully mysterious.
You took your sweet time telling me what you wanted to do to the bulwark. Consider this my revenge.
Fair enough.
This is it.
What am I looking at?
Oh, you'll see. Come.
All right, talk to me, Catalo.
I wish to test the arm on that. It has menaced the valley for some time. Killed more than a few of the Sky Clan. But no longer.
I'm honored to help.
After you. Let's see how this thing likes the taste of metal.
Well, I think it's safe to say the new arm works fine.
Agreed.
Then why are you taking it off?
This is what I am now. What I overcame. Anything else feels wrong. Like a disguise. I'll use the new arm when I need it, but the rest of the time, I will simply be myself.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
You have my thanks for doing this with me. Here. Something to mark our victory.
Thank you. I'll see you later then.
The Ten be with you, Aloy.
Wings holding up?
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces?
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have obtained Omega clearance. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the Zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
Aloy. I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone. In a cell again. Their slave. Forever. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you're ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
I just don't get this last part.
Hey, I thought I'd check.
Are you sure we shouldn't be? Whatever went on between you and Ben. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws.
I think we'll be fine.
I'm glad to hear it.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be
It wasn't that bad. Besides, the soldiers, the one, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the I think most of them realized that, whether they still did it, though. They bought time for our future. As long as I can do that for you.
Thank you, Erend.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Anybody take you up on that?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Catalo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I should go.
Same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Aloy, it sounded like you...
We just had a lot.
Does this mean she's...
It does. I hope...
That's what all this was...
Hephaestus won't go...
Hephaestus is just a program I can always call upon.
Funny. You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memory. Part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
I hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right. Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora. Spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl. What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
I'm glad you're coming with me, Varl.
Sure there's no urge to run off alone in there somewhere?
No more running. Hey, we'll be going after...
I've already got the location of my...
Good.
I heard you and Beta had...
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that...
A healthy crop to those who clear the weeds, but...
You look like you have something on...
We're going to war, and war is something I promised myself, but... Every voice I hear, it makes me realize just how much life was... Fighting for that gift, if we fail...
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there, you sounded like Varl.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should go...
As soon as you...
You'll hear about it. I hope I'm...
Not at all. The ones Gaia and Beta... Is everything all right?
Not anymore.
To understand one another is... Oh, and...
Have you spoke...
A little. I did hear her singing with Varl. Zoe seemed so... and she looked happy. I felt...
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime.
Maybe.
If you need anything...
You have no... Gaia's explained your plan in detail. I've even received some very... you know?
What kind of advice?
He...
For now. Will he... Anything new around?
Katalo showed me this schematic. I recall reading about robotic limb, but I never thought I'd... Technology like that, think of what it could do for injured workers, but... Knowing the Imperial family...
Replacing body parts as they grow older.
Exactly.
Any more data,
All of it? I'm particular. We knew the ancestors had made it to them. In fact, we theorized, but Sirius is... And we thought journeying across the ocean, the sheer calculations needed...
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it... Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were from a fire lit by the goddess. Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors... And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is. Part of me, maybe Nikita around? The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy, or Sung Jiao. It is said she found new ways to extend, but my curiosity fades when I think our view of Visser was, compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is...
You mentioned there was...
Yes! I found references to an old world... It's called Leviathan. My people, a sprawling network of river gates. The legacy revealed that the old ones, but the data from the greenhouse mentions it's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project, but so the legacy if we can acquire that data, every year my sister gets terrified with Leviathan.
Okay.
That's the thing. But one of our diviners has been... Would you come with me? You're much better at fighting machines.
Of course.
Thank you.
I should go. Make sure you talk.
Mayor Pat.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
I appreciate it.
Aloy.
Had a bit of an issue.
Ah.
Really?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable.
Did he ever get...
In time, but not before the two siblings nearly killed.
Ah. Think you're ready to put all your train...
I am to Nacht.
You nervous?
If I live, it will be in victory. What matters most is that you achieve...
I'll do my best. I bet people are curious.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. I should go get...
I await your orders.
What the data says.
I'm telling you, it's a drink, but it's soft.
We can't expect to make sense out of it.
I'm a Hey. I am. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Her plan almost failed. If I hadn't stumbled upon a focus as a kid, things would have been a lot different. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. Did the Zeniths tell you any details? Something that might narrow it down? They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age, too. You said you spent years studying in a was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach.
A little.
So how goes studying up? Guy and I have added a function that will visualize the data stream from... It should make expunging its malicious... That's great. Whatever we can do to cut down the merge time is going to increase good work. I'll continue to search for other ways to speed up the process. But whenever you're ready, I am too. So aside from Varl and Guy, Zoe told me how you met. After you... I had no idea you were severely injured. If it wasn't for Varl and Zoe, what matters is they helped me.
Right.
You said you and Varl talk sometimes. He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving. It'd take a lot of physical training, but I bet you could do it. No, no. I'd be more interested in studying artifacts from the old world. Or the bunker door in All Mother Mountain.
Well, the Nora would make you an outcast for that.
Well, then I suppose we'd be outcasts together.
Alva's joined us. Have you two...
She told me she's not allowed to access a lot of the data her people have. Similar to the restrictions I had in my training interface. I told her that if we succeed at Gemini, then once we return, I'll help her search for more ways to help her family. Even though Gaia will fix the biosphere, it'll take time for farmlands to fully recover. So, I want to help speed things up.
How so?
Bioengineering of more resilient plant strains, novel crop production methods, equipment upgrades. Something that might help in the short term.
I'm sure she'll appreciate it. So when you talk to the others, are you...
No, they'll come down here to visit. I wish I could show him the media portal and the data channel. I think he would like the sport. There was one where two people would criticize each other before wrestling to see who was... It was bizarre.
Yeah, you're right. Talk to you later, Beta.
Bye, Aloy.
If you keep frowning that hard, you get wrinkles.
I just don't get this last part.
Have a conversation about.
I'd like that.
Falling gently.
Safe travels, champion.
There you are, on the mend already.
Alva said one of the diviners here might know where the Leviathan research facility is. Better go to the campfire and let her know I'm here. Hey, Alva? I'm in Landfall. Can you meet me here?
I'll be there as soon as I can. Aloy! I'm here. Had to sneak past a few machines on the way, but I made it.
All right. Ready to talk to that diviner?
Yes. He's right over there.
Diviner Alva, what are you doing back in Landfall? And with the living ancestor?
We're looking for the At-Bay Research Center, where Leviathan was developed. The legacy tells us it's somewhere in the city.
Alva mentioned you've been collecting data in the area. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I stumbled across it, but there was no data there, only crumbling ruins.
Tell us anyway. We might be able to find something you missed.
Please, don't trouble yourself. I assure you, our search was very thorough.
You're hiding something.
What? That is absurd. A diviner must only speak truth, as you're well aware.
Oh, you're worried you found something dangerous. Something compromising on Eileen Sasaki?
Keep your voice down.
Look, I get it, Nirik. You want to make it back to your family, so it's safer to turn a blind eye. But think of Leviathan. How it could help everyone. Isn't that why we're here? Don't let fear deny us that.
Very well. The facility's just south of here, along the shore. But even if you find a way to fix Leviathan, it's sure to be shrouded in that which is forbidden.
Too often the truth is forbidden. Come on, let's go.
Wonder how long these gusts can keep it up.
Please, could you spare a moment?
Not bad with that diviner back there. We've come a long way since we first met.
And Nirik's like I used to be, terrified of a misstep. And with the overseers, he has every right to be. But what I've seen and learned since the greenhouse, it's so much more than what we're permitted. Diviners are supposed to seek the truth, and yet so much is kept from us. I'm tired of it. That should be the facility ahead. We need to find a way in.
Up here. Well, Nirik wasn't lying about crumbling ruins, at least. Let's look around.
Aloy, why is the ground shaking?
That's not good, whatever it is.
Whoa, that thing is huge!
We'll have to take it out if we want to find that data.
Okay. I'm with you.
It'll take a lot of acid to bring it down.
We have no choice!
Down it goes.
Whew. Well, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
We should be able to look around for that data now. That's no good. Can't use the port tester on that. Not getting in this way.
Might have collapsed when that Slitherfang came in.
Through here.
After you.
Going for a swim.
At least the water's not freezing. Look at this place. I always try to imagine what it must have been like back when the old ones were here.
It's less of a climb, I bet. Come on, let's check the upper floors. You okay?
On every expedition, the soldiers would lay down walkways and barriers first to protect us diviners. But this is actually kind of fun.
There. The console.
Must have been what Neric found.
Let's see if it has anything on Leviathan. Oh, the data on Leviathan isn't here. There's some kind of log.
Delete the database? But Miss Sasaki, when you look at the reports, 3,000 exhibiting symptoms. Over 400 dead. The data's clear. Omarama is contaminating the water supply, promoting bacterial growth. And with Leviathan based on the same architecture...
You're a smart kid. Top of your class, right? My father built this company thanks to world-class talent like you. And you know what else is world-class? Our legal team. So unless you want to spend the rest of your career in some dead-end, underfunded public research institute, you'll delete that database and forward all data on Leviathan to my office.
Yes, ma'am.
That was her. The ancestor, Eileen Sasaki. Hundreds dead. And she knew their system was to blame, but she had the truth erased. Were all the ancestors like this? Selfish, ruthless, immoral? And yet we hold them up as paragons of enlightenment and virtue. Given what we've learned, I don't even know if Leviathan will work.
Hold on. Let's not give up just yet. You said before that the old ones use Leviathan to control flooding. Which means it probably worked. We'll know more when we find the data on it. The recording mentioned a copy was sent to Eileen's office.
To their corporate headquarters. There. Let's go. It shouldn't take us long to get to the tower.
Lead on. So what was that other system the recording mentioned? Omu Ramba?
The legacy tells us it was the predecessor to Leviathan, a system that manipulated floods to bring life to a barren desert.
Gwen seemed to know a lot about this ancestor.
Diviners spent years trying to figure out how to restore Leviathan. We found a lot of data on Eileen Sasaki in the process. Though, now I wonder how much of it is actually true.
Entrance is blocked. Gonna have to find another way in.
The soldiers built a path on the nearby ruin. Might be able to cross over from there.
Lead the way.
I think this is as far as our soldiers got.
We'll have to climb higher to get into the tower. I don't think
I'll
it'll
follow your
connect.
lead. Up we go!
You doing okay, Olva?
Yes! Don't worry about me!
Hut! Glinthawk. Great.
Did it see us?
I don't think so, but we'll have to be careful.
How are we going to get across?
Oh, that beam looks promising.
This is a lot higher up than I thought.
Government talks. Well, we have the element of surprise.
Or we could sneak by and, you know, not fall off the tower. We should stay quiet. We have to fight! Here we go!
Up this way.
Aloy? We're really high off the ground.
You can do it, Olva, okay? Just don't look down.
Right! Of course! Super easy.
There's the tower. Should be able to cross over. But we are going to have to jump.
Aloy!
I'm okay. There's the tower. Should be able to cross over. But we are going to have to jump.
After you.
I'm okay. Made it. Okay, Alva, your turn.
Right. Yeah. Aloy, can you watch me and make sure I do this right?
Come on, Alva, you can do it. It's okay.
Please don't break.
Alva!
I'm okay! Wow! That would have been a long way to fall.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Let's keep going.
Oh, door's locked. I think it needs a passcode. Let's look around. Huh. This says the code is... the month and year the company was founded.
According to the legacy, it was October 2023.
So the company was founded in October.
Which is the 10th month of the year.
Got it. Door should be unlocked now. Maybe the data on Leviathan is in here.
Cost reduction strategy? We're talking about people's lives here. I did as you asked on Omuramba, but this is worse.
Relax, Eileen. I've spoken with risk management. They're confident that the chance of another incident is within acceptable parameters. We're moving ahead with Leviathan.
You know, Dad, shortcuts have a way of catching up with you. Within acceptable parameters or not.
Well, one day in the distant future when you're in charge, you can run things how you want. But until then, how about you let me worry about that?
Guess Eileen and her father didn't always get along. But it seems like covering up Omuramba wasn't her idea.
It doesn't matter. She still had a part in it.
Well, let's keep going. Her office must be higher up.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked.
I might be able to pull the rubble out from the other shaft. Let's see where this leads.
You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Okay. Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost, or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too. Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah, it's just a long way up.
Dead end. There's a ladder in that shaft, but it's blocked. You go on ahead. I'll look for a way up that has a lesser chance of falling to my death.
Okay.
Aloy!
I'm okay! Hey, Alva?
Yes?
There's something I don't get. You said Eileen was the one who built Leviathan, not her father, so... what happened?
I'm not sure. The legacy doesn't say. Either that knowledge is lost, or forbidden. Or maybe we were wrong about that too. Are you doing okay, Aloy?
Yeah, it's just a long way up. Now, how to get up higher? How about you, Alva? Any luck finding a way up?
Not yet.
Whew. Well, that's done with. Okay, I'm back at the shafts. If I blow up that fire room, the elevator might fall and open up a path for Alva. Hey, Alva? Step away from the shaft.
Whoa! Oh, I can reach the ladder now! Be right up, Aloy!
Looks like there's another floor above. Might be Eileen's office.
Okay, I'll meet you up there. Made it! There you are.
Come on. Let's see what's up here. Another locked door. Need to figure out the passcode.
These artifacts, I think these were Eileen's. It's every diviner's dream to discover even one of the Ancestors' artifacts.
And maybe they'll help with the door.
Oh, that must be the Larson McCory Award. The legacy says Eileen won it when she was 40, for her work on Leviathan.
Interesting. This looks like some kind of prototype.
For water purification. Must be the H2 flow.
What?
H2 flow. Their early inventions had strange names. That must be the Dragonfly 6. Ape used it in most of their construction projects. The Dragonfly 6 was their most successful model.
Huh. How old was Eileen when she won this award?
40.
I wonder if my focus can show me anything. It's art, I think.
Could it be? Yes, I think this was commissioned in honor of the company's 25th anniversary.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
All the numbers you mentioned. I wonder if they make up the passcode.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
That didn't do anything.
I thought that would have worked. Did we overlook something?
Not quite right. The two artifacts on the ground. That's not it. You said this was commissioned for something?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to...
What was this for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
Maybe try my focus. What was this called again?
The Dragonfly 6.
What did you say this was for again?
The company's 25th anniversary. Looks like it used to be on the last pedestal.
What was this thing again?
The H2 flow.
You said Eileen was how old when she won this?
40.
That didn't work. That did it! You can almost see the whole city from up here.
Corner office. Impressive view. It must have been Eileen's.
Let's see if the data on Leviathan is here.
Well, it's official. Eileen Sasaki, CEO, chair, and the worst daughter in the world. Security had to escort Dad to his vert. Guess we'll be speaking through lawyers from now on. Looking down at the world from here. It's hard to see the details, People become risk factors, statistics, far too easily. Omuramba was supposed to provide clean water, improve lives. It was easier to pretend there wasn't a problem. Easier to believe the lie was truth. But I don't want to pretend anymore. I will build Leviathan right. No more shortcuts. No more lying just to save face. It won't undo our sins. My sins. But maybe we can still do some good.
She overthrew her father, took over the company, so that Leviathan wouldn't end up killing people.
It sounded like she regretted covering up Omuramba's failure.
She wasn't perfect. Not a paragon, as the Quan believe, but not a monster either. She tried to make up for her mistakes.
And now you know the truth.
As for the data, Leviathan... yes, it's here. Downloading a copy now.
Is something wrong?
I think I'll stay here a while longer. There's a lot more data that I want to look through.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
Down is always easier than up. Let's speak again when we're back at base.
Okay. I'll see you there. Well, after climbing all the way up, why not glide down?
Wait, you're going to what?
Just thinking about it.
Don't worry about me. I can find my way down. Careful!
I think that broken building is the ruin that Quen Scout told me about. There should be a relic inside.
Aloy! Did you make it?
Sure did.
Amazing. Well, see you back at base. Good luck out there.
Energy cell. Looks like it's out of power. There we go. Energy cells charged up. Now, where do I plug this in? Nope, looks like the cell's losing power. Oh, the cell's out of power. I gotta charge it up again. Maybe I can power something up around here. There's another building past that big hole in the wall up there. I wonder if I can get over to it. I think I saw a device near where I came in. Maybe I can plug the energy cell in there. Okay, where to now? Okay, I'm in. Well, I'm not getting up to the ledge that way. Blow this up. The energy cell must be damaged. It won't hold a charge for long. I think I can make it to the elevator from here. Gotta move fast. This cell's running out of power. Got it. The elevator should have power now. Can't believe this thing still works. Okay, I should be able to make the jump to the other building. Made it. This data might help. Got it. An ornament. I need to find a way in there. According to this, the door needs a key module and a 2-part code to open. Sounds like I might find those things higher up. Skin stings in this cold. There we go. A rush of air. That ladder could be useful. Just gotta find a way to lower it. There's an opening in the wall behind the ladder. I can pull that. I think that vent might lead to the floor above.
interested.